You're listening to Unfiltered with your boy KT on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. Yeah, I said KT. Thought I'd change it up because it's Friday, you guys. But hey, I got my young fella Jonah in here with me today, you guys. What's going on, Jonah? What's up, man?
A lot of things, actually.
Yo, what you stuffing your mouth with right now, bro?
Balelas.
But hey, my
Yes, your sponsor.
my spot.
My mother saved some for me, so
Hey, that's family over there. Jerry and Mike. If you guys are listening, I appreciate you guys very much. I was just there yesterday. I had a meeting with my guy Joe Cordova, who was with the ALS. He's helping me with my golf tournament, you guys, and some other stuff, which my golf tournament is September 12th. I will be having a celebrity poker tournament as well. It's going down in Sandia. Got some celebrities coming in, NFL, NBA guys, and some local guys.
Are you good at poker?
I don't know, but I'm going to see if I can figure it out.
What games?
Excuse me?
What game? Like,
What game? Poker's a game, bro.
yeah, but
just
like
poker.
Texas Hold'em or
I don't know what we're doing.
Okay.
I just want to create an experience to where I can turn this into a 2-day thing, like a Friday, Saturday thing, golf to end it. I'm trying to create a destination to where they can come to Sandia, stay there. Rooms will be available and everything, you guys. Just to let you know, KennyThomasGolf.com. It's close to the point to where I'm about to launch it probably next month, you guys. But hey, what else is going on, man? Besides this second round of this draft is about to kick off.
I went to
in
go
an
see
hour.
the Michael movie yesterday, and I
was
cried.
that? How was that?
I cried.
How do you not?
I literally cried.
You know his backstory? His backstory's in it, obviously, right?
Yes, the stuff with his father, with the abusive stuff and him hating his father, the stuff with the allegations, because of legal reasons that they paid, it can't be in the
Makes sense.
It can't be in the because they finished in
Yeah,
2024.
don't drop it like that. Okay, don't drop it. Yeah.
I won't do spoilers, but it finished in 2024, like the full movie, and it was supposed to be a 3-hour movie. But then they didn't read the I guess lawsuit that they had that they couldn't talk about the family that was in it, and so
Gotcha.
they had to scrap like a lot of stuff. But oh my gosh, I cried. That's the closest I'm ever gonna see to Michael Jackson.
I'm the biggest.
And I was
baby,
like. Me and my sister were crying.
bro. Did they
and
add
we were
some
like,
AI in there? Like it
Nope.
wasn't okay. Good.
No AI. It was just all Jafar.
Okay, good.
Just all.
Yeah, they just gave
all
it to him.
Jafar. And
That's cool.
I will say one thing. It's not a spoiler. Once me and my sister saw the Billie Jean thing, we literally like grabbed each other and we were like, "Oh my god!" We were freaking out. Like we were there at the concert.
That's so cool, man. I'm excited to go check that one out. Hey, I'm really excited to go see that one. Even though you kind of have a general idea to a certain extent, like what the story's gonna be about, but it's one of those things. It's like a must see, right? And what's nice is like it's in the spring before the summer kicks off, and you got movies that are gonna launch in July. Hey, I'm a big movie guy.
There's so many movies
I
that are.
love movies.
Yeah, there's so many movies that I'm excited for. Like the new Avengers movies coming out
Yes.
on my birthday.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, December 18th. It's coming
Wow.
out on my birthday.
What
And
are
I'm
the
gonna be
odds?
like, I'm gonna watch that on my birthday.
You're gonna be 23.
I know.
Oh, I'm
Dude,
good. I
it's
remembered.
It's almost halfway through 2026. Is that insane?
It is insane. It's hey, it comes down to one of those things, man. Hey, this is what happens when you have fun. And we're gonna talk a little bit about the draft, but just to let you guys know, I got Wendy Blair coming in here. She's with Solutions, and she was in here the other day with the partnership what they're doing with the Academy. She's gonna be in here in this next segment. And I got Clint. I don't know Clint's last name, but we'll find out when he gets here. I should probably look that up. I just call him Clint. My boy Clint from Albuquerque, he's over at the United. He will be coming on as well, you guys, probably around 4:45 to talk about the Nucinda and the United partnership. Man, Nucinda's everywhere, man. It's like
That's where
they're
my high
down in
school
a...
stadium was, basically.
Oh, really? And it's named after Nucinda? Or...
We call it Community Stadium, but it's technically called Nucinda Community Stadium.
But the things that they're... Yeah, that's the football stadium, right?
Yeah, the one
See, I know these things.
near Atrisco.
Yeah, it's...
Football and track. And track.
Wow. Wow.
I broke my state or school record there in the 100.
You saw that all the time. Hey, drop that
I'm
nugget,
happy.
man.
I'm happy about that.
Yay.
That's something I could say is that during Metro. It's gonna be almost 4 years since I did that.
What was it? What was
Metro
the time?
Championships, and it was the 100 meter And
What was your time?
10.83 in the 100.
Ooh. So you got the record now?
Yeah, if you go look up my name,
Tell them where to go,
go
Jonah.
look up on athletic.net and go to Cibola's 100-meter records. I'm the top there.
That's cool, man. Good for you, bro. Hey.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
I'm being serious. That's dope. Hey, and you went to what's that stupid school you went to outside of UNM?
Butler. I met someone. I went to Dirty Bourbon yesterday, and one of the bouncers went to Butler, and he played football there. And I was like, "You went to Butler?" He's like, "Yeah." And we just talked for like 20, 30 minutes.
Transferred here to UNM, right?
No, he played football and then transferred D3, and then he came here. I don't know why he came here, but he came here.
Hey, it's one of those things. Probably a girl.
He was with.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
how
he was working at Dirty Bourbon. So.
Yeah, that don't mean he was. Yeah, he was working all right. If you want to call and chop it up with us, you can call 505-246-0610. I got Wendy Blair coming in here. She's with Soilutions. I think it's SOILUTIONS. Jonah, did I say that right? Solutions.
I think they try to have like the soil into it. Soilutions. Yeah.
No, she's gonna say it better. There's a lot of different things that they're doing in the community. They have a partnership with the city that just started. Really looking forward to chopping it up. She was here the other day. Hey, we got a caller already. Let's take the caller before we actually go to break. Jonah, just bring him in. Let's just see what's up. You want to just bring him in? Let's bring him in. Hey, let's go to Robert. You're in the Sports Animal with Kenny Thomas. What's going on, my guy?
So I want to talk about Diego. I can't keep my mouth shut, Pavia.
Hey, no, it's okay,
guy,
man. Yeah, go ahead.
He can't keep his foot out of his mouth.
What did he do now?
Shut up.
What did he do now?
He's blaming all the teams that drafted already that they screwed up and didn't draft him on first night. He's not even in the top 100 on the list. You got Nussmeier and Carson Beck and that kid from North Dakota State as quarterbacks in front of him. Not only that, the New Mexico kid Newby is in front of him on the top 100 list.
Wow.
That's out there right now.
Wow.
It's like, stop talking. You're going to end up not getting drafted.
Hey, Robert, do you think it's his team that's not telling him to,
Man, I don't care if it's his team. I don't care
like,
who
there
it
should
is.
be someone. There should be someone in
shouldn't
his
be
circle. That's like kind of keeping him in check.
Because it's his social media.
He is costing himself millions of dollars. He is. I'm sorry. Millions.
This is unbelievable.
He needs to stop talking, period.
Unbelievable.
You know, I mean, it's like, dude, what are you doing?
Unbelievable.
I mean, when he got on X last night and blasted all the teams for not drafting him, it's like, what are you doing?
Wow.
Go to bed.
Wow. Yeah, all right. Thanks for calling in and sharing, man.
You bet, guys.
It's unbelievable.
Thank you, Robert.
Thanks, Robert, as always, man. It's unbelievable. Like, yeah, you throw your hands up. It's like, no.
You want to cheer. I want him to succeed so bad. He's a Volcano Vista Hawk, so I should hate him to
from
death.
New Mexico, though.
But I want him to succeed so bad. But you're just shooting yourself in the foot, dude. Like, come on. Like, be a little bit more humble.
John, I got something for you. Obviously it comes down to being humble, right? But I'm going to see if I can... you're not going to be able to relate, but you guys are around the same age.
I think he's 2 years older than me.
So around the same age, right? Why does this young generation have a tendency to go to social media for everything? You know you can't take it back when it's out.
Yeah, that is true.
And this man has an unbelievable amount of following, right? Like I don't understand that. I'm not saying you're supposed to be able to understand, but his reach is pretty out there. And it's just not New Mexico.
And I defend him a lot because every time someone's like, "Oh yeah, his attitude's horrible," and people are like, "Oh, he's not even that good." When you bring the most poverty,
he's good.
If you bring the most poverty SEC team of all time and only known for their athletic or their academics, and you bring them to playoff contention in 1 year, you are a good player.
He's good,
but you just can't be. You don't see. You don't see Fernando Mendoza being all like, oh, this, that, and
Yeah,
he's been
it's
an
just
underdog. Indiana wasn't supposed to win the national
It's
championship.
just a
but
lot that you're not. Yo, man, it's about getting your foot in the door. Let's pipe that down, man. I don't get it. But hey, we got to go to break, you guys. Once again, I got Wendy Blair coming in from Soil Solutions. We'll be right back. My guest has shown up. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got my guy Jonah in here producing with me today, you guys. Hey, I don't know what's going on with our guy Diego Pavio, but there has to come to a point to where you have to just keep your mouth shut, stay off social media, see what happens in the future, especially with this NFL draft about to kick off in 42 minutes. You never know what happens. So
I wouldn't even say get off social media. You could just be like, I'll prove him wrong, and then just be at that instead of being all like, y'all suck.
it's unbelievable.
Y'all. Just make them eat their words.
So you're gonna tell all the NFL teams you suck to a certain extent because they didn't pick you. Come on, man. Yeah. New Mexico, man. Hey, we still got to be proud of our guy. Hopefully, he gets an opportunity. We'll see what happens. But hey, you guys, my guest is in here. Her name is Wendy Blair. She was on before. She was on last week. It was random. She was on TJ Trout. Brought her over with the stuff that her company is doing. Soilutions.
That's right.
So with that said, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Kenny.
Let's just talk about what you actually do for the organization again. I know you did this before,
Sure.
but give us a little bit of background on yourself and your connection to the organization.
Sure. Soilutions is a compost manufacturer in the South Valley of Albuquerque. We have been there for 30 years. I am the sales and marketing manager, but we are a small and mighty crew. I also do education. I'm a master gardener. I run a test garden in my own yard. Soup to nuts, we do all kinds of things. I secure woody biomass, food, nitrogen inputs for the compost we make. I kind of do bioassays and plant testing, lots of different things
You're
for the
smart.
company.
You're smart. I'm just the jock, but it's come on, Jonah. It's an hey. The fact, hey, I think we already got a caller for you.
Really?
Is it Howard or is he? Okay, hey Howard, if you're listening, you better be calling to ask a question about what's going on. Let's bring in Howard. You're in the Sports Animal with Kenny Thomas. What's going on, Howard? You better not be calling about the Cowboys right now.
My first few questions are for Jonah, and number one is, are you a Cowboy fan?
No, he's a 49er fan. To Jonah's a 49er fan, and
Strike one. Are you a LeBron fan?
he's asking you, Jonah. This is Howard for you.
I like LeBron. He's the reason why I like the Heat, but he's not on the Heat no more. But I still like the Heat. So, I guess when I was little, I did like LeBron, but not at.
Okay.
He's not on the Heat no more. So
Okay, there we go. What's the
Don't
third
mind
one,
him.
real quick, Howard?
Are you an Atlanta Braves fan, Jonah?
Oh my goodness.
no, but my dad is.
That's
Okay, well, you just struck out, Jonah.
I'm sorry.
So, Kenny,
what's up.
Lakers Rockets tonight. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the Lakers are going to take a 3-0 lead tonight.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, Howard. Watch
They're
it.
gonna
Watch
do
it.
it, Kenny.
Howard, I don't know, but hey, call back in a minute.
Okay.
Call back in the next segment, bro. Thank you, Howard.
Okay, all right.
My guy. Hey, I play for the Rockets, so Howard just called to rub it in my face because the Lakers are actually up 2-0 to my Rockets, and they go back to Houston and play 2 games, and he's thinking they're going to go 3-0, Wendy. This guy's killing me right now.
He's killing you. I think he's just pulling your chain.
Hey, you never know. But thank you, Howard. I appreciate you. But Wendy, what separates Source Solutions from big box compact brands?
Oh, that's a great question. So Soilutions is a local company. With a local company, we use all local inputs. That's important because in soil, in living soil, there are microbes that live in that soil that break down the compost. So say you buy a bag of soil from a big box store and you open that bag and the soil is nice and moist in that plastic bag and it hits our arid, dry New Mexico air, and the living microbes in that soil have a hard time adapting to our climate. So a lot of those microbes either die or take a long time to adapt. Think of it when you have family coming to visit,
Okay.
and they're like, "Oh my gosh, Kenny, my eyes are dry. It's so dry here. I'm getting a bloody nose. My skin looks terrible." Same thing. We have that kind of reaction to the dry climate when we're not used to it. So do the living microbes in that soil. So soil made here in New Mexico is ready to go in the ground and work in your garden and work for you and improve the plants immediately.
Why is the soil so different here opposed to somewhere else?
So it all has to do with the minerals in our soil. Not only is our soil different, our water is different. One of the big things, you come here and you look at the soil and our vistas, the soil is tan. It's tan because it's void of organic matter. If you're in a forest, leaves fall on the floor, and over time they decompose, and it makes that top layer of soil beautiful and dark and rich. If you go to California or other places on the East Coast, that soil is dark and rich and brown. Our soil here is tan. Our soil is tan, as I said, because it is void of organic matter. So what we make at Soilutions is actually we make compost. We make organic matter that you can put back into your soil. The importance of having organic matter in your soil is you add it to that tan soil. Tan soil, what's in there mainly is sand, silt, and clay. It's something that's called loam.
Oh, that's so cool.
So you add the
You're
organic
teaching me.
matter, and it makes it nice and rich. Those are the vitamins that your plants need to thrive.
So one last question before we go to break. So obviously the city is partnering up with you guys to help support these efforts. What does that partnership look like, to let my audience know right now?
Okay, so that program that you're speaking of is a Soilutions program called Generation Grow. It is our community outreach program. We usually donate about 100 yards of soil to schools, community gardens, treatment center gardens. And so this year for our 30th anniversary, we decided to double that to 200 yards. Well, we also work with the city, and the city has a program to supplement or to give soil to school gardens. They said, hey, listen, this is such a great program. We're going to add another 60 yards to that. So Soilutions and the city of Albuquerque together are donating 260 yards of soil to worthy organizations that teach kids about gardening, that community gardens that grow food and give it back to the community through food pantries or food banks.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's where we're donating our soil to.
I don't know if you know about this, but APD, I'm an ambassador for APD.
Mm-hmm.
They do a gun buyback to
Oh.
where they allow people to come from all over to where they get money for guns, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the officers take them out of the trunks to where there's no ammo. They're taken and stripped down, and they're made into gardening tools for the kids too as well. I don't know if
That's
you knew
amazing.
that.
I
just
didn't
thought
know.
about that. Maybe there's a partnership there.
That's a great opportunity.
Yeah. Hey, I
Yeah.
just thought about it. I just
Look at
bridged
that.
something else.
You made a connection.
There we go.
That's
right
awesome.
there. Wendy Blair, we have with us right now. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break. She's going to stay with us. I got some more questions. Thank you guys for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. I got Jonah in here with me producing today, and I got Wendy Blair with Soil Solutions.
Soilutions.
Soilutions. Hey,
Tongue
I'm getting
twister.
used to it. Because you want to pronounce the soil, right? Because I think that's the most important part.
Sure.
The little hyphen, the maybe you add a little hyphen, but that's just me. I'm making up my own stuff. Soil Solutions here. Let's keep this going. Tell us a little bit what you're doing with the bioparks. Because you're supplying them with your product, and then you can kind of tell me a little bit about your products that you have.
Sure. Well, we just want to talk about all of the gardens here that utilize Soilutions products. It's not just, last year we sold to 4,000 residential customers. We also have municipal customers, landscaping customers, but the biopark uses our compost soil and mulch, as well as Los Poblanos Organic Farms. We supply soil and mulch to a lot of different flower farmers around Albuquerque. There's a huge collective of fresh flower farmers here in New Mexico, and we've got a lot of those as our customers. So, it's not we've been around for 30 years. We have a real loyal following of people who use our products because they are natural. We don't use any chemicals. We don't, to make our compost, we only use food waste and landscaping waste. We do not use biosolids. If you're interested in what a biosolid is, you can look it up. But it's basically human waste.
Okay.
And we also do not use animal manures. Animal manures has been a great input for a long time. However, more and more, I think we talked about this before, more and more farmers are spraying their fields with persistent herbicides to kill certain weeds that grow in those, Timothy haze, alfalfa, straw. And a few years ago, it was a big issue for a compost supplier up in Santa Fe, and it killed a lot of crops. So we shied away from that, and for 2 years we have not used animal manure. So just food waste and green waste, and no chemicals, no fertilizers, all natural products.
What is one of the mistakes do home gardeners make most often?
Anybody in the nursery profession will tell you the biggest mistake home gardeners make is they do not water their annual crops every day. If people love to grow their tomatoes, their peppers here, their eggplants, and I will hear from people and they say, "Oh, my crop didn't do very well." Well, how often did you water? Those crops need to be watered daily. Tomatoes have a really thin skin. If you overwater them one day, their skins could split if you don't water. So consistency, just like anything else, Kenny, whether it's saving money or working out or eating healthy, consistency in your garden is important as well.
So what you do when it comes to the community aspect, when it comes basically with our fields here, and being able to help supply and support them, because we need good fields here, obviously, in this dry climate. How does that help when it comes to the sports side of it with the fields now?
Oh, the sports fields?
Yeah.
Oh,
sports
well,
fields.
so what happens on, like, the soccer fields out in Bernalillo for the big soccer complex? Everybody is, watering. And what happens when you put compost into a lawn or into a garden? Compost is just organic matter. Even 1% of compost added to native soil will increase water holding capacity for that soil by tenfold. So say you put 10% compost in your little raised garden bed, it will help you save 18 to 20 gallons of water a day because it holds the water better than just native soil. So sports fields, anything that's green and lush is going to be utilizing compost. Most sports fields probably use a lot of chemicals. We actually used to take the grass from Isotope Field and compost it, but there's so many chemicals in it. We actually had to stop taking, the sod after the season was over because of so many chemicals to make it green. We say that you can make your fields green without it. Actually, the Albuquerque Academy is using our compost and topsoil on their fields exclusively now, and they've cut out their chemical fertilizers.
And that's when we had Sean on as well, because you guys partnered up with the Albuquerque Academy. That's so cool. Let's shift this. Hey, you guys, Wendy used to work for the NFL.
I did.
And the draft is going on right now. She's a Georgia fan. Your daughter goes there, correct? Or
That's
something
right.
like that. So who's the person that you dropped that just got drafted from Georgia or something like that? You probably don't know his name, but
No, so he went in first round. He went to South Carolina.
see, I'm putting you on the spot right now.
I know you're
but
putting
you
me
got
on
a
the spot.
Georgia
I
guy.
should have looked. You know what? And you know what I'm loving though? I'm
What's
loving
up?
that these guys are staying at home with their families to watch the draft. These first and second round draft guys, instead of necessarily being there, they're staying home with their families for the announcements. I think that's pretty cool. I'm looking at other folks, how they're going to do in the draft today. I'm not watching it right now. I'm interested to see where Carson Beck is going to go.
Okay.
He played.
I know who that is.
Yes. So I'm interested to see where he's going to go. Glad that Gunnar Stockton stayed, looks to be staying, and is going to be playing for Georgia another year. So he didn't do the draft this year, but he's gonna
Okay, I'm
Georgia?
gonna give you an easy one. So we got Fernando,
That's
who
right.
just got Mendoza just
Yes.
got drafted by the Raiders.
Yes.
You got Kirk Cousins there. What's your thought about the young fella coming in and playing right away? Is Kirk Cousins going to be the starter?
I don't know. I mean, that kid has handled a lot of pressure, and he's come from a lot of adversity, and he's had to work his way up. I mean, they didn't want him at his mom's alma mater, so I don't know. I think he could come in. I think he could do it.
I think he's a good dude.
I think so too.
As far as personalities and all that stuff. So, one last question: where outside of the website, where can we find your product?
Oh, okay. So outside of soillutions.net, which you can order online for bulk delivery into your driveway, we actually sell our product in bags at most local nurseries in the greater Albuquerque area and Santa Fe. Osuna Nursery, Just Sprinklers, Alameda Greenhouse, Jericho, Reams, La Montanita Co-op. You can pick that up at that grocery store there. So, yeah, Reams.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Jonah, you don't got anything? You ran. I know you ran on the track, young fella, but you don't got a question at all? He's like, no. Well, Wendy, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in and taking the time. I will still promote the company when you're gone for the rest of the day, just to throw that out there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll be right back. Thanks for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got my guy Jonah in here producing with me today, you guys. And I got my next guest, my boy Clint. You know what's crazy, Clint? I don't even know your last name. I just call you Clint.
That's fine. Gray.
Gray?
Gray.
G-R-A-Y.
G-R-A-Y.
He's with United. What's your title with United, bro?
Vice president.
See, I don't even know that. Like, has it always been vice president?
The last couple of years.
Okay, my guy.
Yes.
So that's why you're always coming in and greeting the people in the the porch. What is it called? It's not the Pepsi porch.
It's the Pepsi porch for the Isotopes. We call it the United Deck.
Okay, United Deck. Yep. That's why Peter corrected me one day because he was listening. He's like, "Yo, it's not the Pepsi deck. It's the United Deck." Because Peter was listening. Just to let you guys know, he's the owner of the United. He was listening on his drive way back to Santa Fe. I'm like, Peter texted me. He's listening. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, we totally need to hang out. But, yo, man, obviously we got Nucinda Credit Union that's doing some amazing things. The partnership with UNM for 10 years, $17.4 million, $1.74 million a year over 10 years. Just the fact that they're impacting not just this community in New Mexico, they're impacting all over the state and in West Texas. They're opening up some new chains in El Paso, Texas. And you used to work for Nucinda, right?
I did. I worked for them back in the 90s.
Okay.
I did. So
what'd you do over there in Nucinda?
Everything. I actually started as a courier for the ATMs that they have.
Okay.
And then I became a teller and did the member service. I was a branch manager. I ran the call center.
That's when it was the educators, though, right?
That is correct.
I remember that. Yeah, even the one right there on Lomas, right there across the street from Golden Pride.
Yep.
It was called educators.
Yep,
I hated the colors. I love the green.
The green's great.
What was it, like orange?
It was orange.
Ugh.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you why I like the green. Albuquerque High, bro. 95 champs, bro.
93 graduate Albuquerque High.
So I knew about the Albuquerque High thing, but did you play soccer?
No, I did not. I actually played football.
Okay, what position? I didn't know this.
I did. I was a lineman.
Okay.
I was big for the team.
Whoa.
So I was a lineman.
Man,
and then
you
I threw
short,
the shot
bro.
put. Wait, 93 state champion.
Hey, you got to give that acknowledgement. Hey, Jonah, track and field, bro. You used to run track. You're not going to jump in on this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's a field.
Yeah.
I'm the track, he's a field.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, track and field.
Okay, so Jonah, tell them about your record you got.
I have the 100-meter record for Cibola High School.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, I'm like, drop that thing, bro.
Absolutely. I could not. So I did the 100 a couple times because we didn't have a lot of guys on the team, and they asked me to do the 200.
Okay.
I sprinted half of it. I jogged the rest, and I was like, that was long distance. I can't do that again.
Hey, man, I had a trainer throughout the majority of my career in the NBA, 11 years. I had two, actually. Yo, I hated running on the track. I couldn't wait until it was done. I did shot put and discus in middle school in El Paso, Texas. Yep. But yeah, man, I was not running.
No.
6'7", bro. It's far from the ground being able to run. That's but still, man. Speaking of Nucinda, this partnership that you guys got going on with Nucinda, which is going through the month of May. Give us a little insight on what you guys are doing with APS.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're partnering with Nucinda. We're going into 7 different APS schools, and we're challenging kids to think about and explain to them how to put together a budget. So, we want to start training kids early, right, on how to budget so that as you get older, you know how to do that.
Yeah.
And you can budget you're going to budget for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So why not get in and talk to 5th grade students about how to put together a budget? So that's what we're doing.
I like that.
We're going in and we're talking about what that looks like, what that entails, what you have to do, and we ask them, like, what do you want right now? What do you want? A pet? I want an Xbox.
Okay.
Whatever it is. Okay, well, how are you going to get that?
Got you.
So that's the kind of thing that we're doing, and so we're asking them to write an essay, include all of the steps of what they would do to save, where are they putting the money, right? Everything, and the best essay is we're gonna celebrate them.
Oh, that's cool. This just kicked off 4 days ago, you guys, April 20th, and it goes until May 23rd. Why did the United, I know New Mexico United does a lot of things in the community, right? Why does United want to get in and impact these kids at a young age to where you're teaching them how to adapt or get ready for society at a young age? I think that's very impactful.
Yeah, absolutely, and so do we. And from day one, we've said we're not just a soccer team. We are here to impact a community, and we're gonna do that in any way that we can, and that includes partnering with people like Nucinda on a campaign like this around budgeting, because it's something that everybody is going to have to do, that they should do.
Yeah.
And so, you know what, if we can help bring that along, let's do it. So we're going to use some of our players, and it's corny, I get it, but our keepers, right, they save goals.
Got you. Yeah.
And
No,
so-
it's not corny. It's catchy. It's the truth, right?
Right.
I like this quote, and we have Clint Gray, which is the vice president for the New Mexico United. This is a quote from you. This goes perfectly with the club's mission of bringing New Mexicans together in a way never done before.
Absolutely.
Right? That way is what comes to your mind when you say that, outside of what you're doing with the 5th graders and up?
That is anything and everything. So if someone has an idea, whether that is savings like this, whether it's going in and working at different food pantries, if it's going down and taking soccer to a pueblo that maybe they don't ever see a soccer team.
Yeah.
It's whatever anybody can imagine. So it doesn't have to be soccer related, but that's the vehicle that we use. But we'll do savings goals. We'll do anything and everything. If you can think of it, we will do it, just because we want to help the community.
That's cool. You can go to nucinda.org/members-benefits/power we in action.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I that's a powerful statement. We in action.
Mm-hmm.
I love the United because obviously I've grown. It's a family over there, and
Yes.
I love the fact that you guys are creating a family culture to where kids are able to come and be able to enjoy these opportunities, right? I think that's one of the biggest things, because you guys are allowing these kids to be a part of the Mexico United and be like, hey, there's an opportunity here to where you might get a chance to be able to play at this level. I just like the things that you guys do with programming and the community and the partnership that you guys have had. Now, speaking of partnership, the thing with UNM this
Yes.
weekend, you guys have it to the point to where we have our UNM team that's kicking off a spring game that kicks off at 1, but the doors open at 7:30 to where they're selling merch from 9 to 12. There are all different things going on. What are you guys going to be doing at the football event? And then I know you guys are doing a crossover in between.
Correct.
Before the United game starts. But where's United at in the process of like being a part of UNM? And I'll get to that. Just hold that thought after this break. This is where that music comes in. I got to get the sponsors in. But keep that thought. We'll be right back. Thanks for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got my guy Jonah in here with me. what's wrong with my camera? I got my guy Jonah in here with me. My camera's messed up. I didn't touch it. Hey, why? Okay, you want to see all this sexiness, Jonah? Okay, I got you, Jonah. Clint, it's okay to laugh, bro. It's okay. This is why this thing's called Unfiltered. Just kidding. I got Jonah in here with me, you guys, and I got Clint Gray, Vice President of the New Mexico United, in here with me. Joe, before the break, what were we talking about? What were we talking about before the break?
We were talking about our the game tomorrow, the two.
Okay. Yeah. New Mexico, UNM. See, this is what happens when we're off air, to where we talk about multiple things and then I get distracted. But tell us a little bit of like what's going on, because we got the football game that kicks off at 1, and then it's the partnership that UNM has with United. What's happening during the course of like the game of the scrimmage at 1 o'clock with UNM?
Absolutely. So, first of all, football meets football, right?
Yeah.
We're excited about it.
Well said.
Thank you. Our owner Peter's going to be there. Our head coach is going to be there. They're going to be at the football game. There's going to be announcers that are there. One from UNM, one from New Mexico United, and they're going to be walking around, and they'll probably be asking questions of fans about each other's sport.
Yeah, that's cool.
Maybe they'll find a UNM fan and they'll ask them United questions.
Yeah.
And vice versa. We'll find United fans and ask them UNM questions.
That's cool.
But it's going to be a good time.
I love the crossover, because this is the first year where you guys have where UNM has given you access to the UNM fields, right? To where you guys have had some games there. How has that gone?
So it's a great relationship. We've actually used them a few years.
Okay.
But we've built a great relationship with Fern before when he was here. And then Ryan Berryman is an amazing guy.
That's my dude.
And yeah, we love working with him. And so we're excited to continue working with him and with UNM. Coach Eck is amazing.
Yeah. That's my dude too.
Yes. He comes to quite a few games.
Okay. He's all over the place, man.
He is a community guy.
Yeah. There's going to be some lowriders out there this weekend too, right? Hey, everybody knows Coach Eck is a lowrider fan. Hey, I think everybody caught that picture, him of embracing the culture, especially when it comes to New Mexico, which it's a northern thing, to where you'll be able to catch some lowriders there. But hey, there's a game at 7 o'clock with United tomorrow. You're playing AV Alta FC, which is another cup game. What's the thoughts there on the game tomorrow night, man?
Sure. So it's we're excited to host AV Alta. This is only their second year in existence.
Okay.
And the year before they started, we actually helped them a lot with just what to do, how to do anything, everything, how to connect with the community, how to work with partners, all of it. And then when we made a cup run and made it out to LAFC and played against LAFC,
okay,
they drove down from where they are and they joined us for the match. So we have a good relationship with them. We're excited to play them. This will be our first time to play them, but and that's what's unique about the USL Prinks Cup is that it allows championship teams, which is where New Mexico United is, to play against League One teams, which is where AV Alta is.
Okay. You got anything, Joe? I see you moving your...
Because my 49ers are on the clock right now.
They're on the clock. Really, it's only 6 minutes left, man.
Really
I didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah.
Hey, you better take a wide receiver. You got Brennan on.
I want an offensive tackle or a safety. Or
your defense is suspect.
Yes, there's a Tennessee cornerback that's really good.
Interesting. When it comes to the community, what are the events you guys got coming up? Anything that you can think of? I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I am.
Good. We have some different camps. We actually just finished what is we call Top Soccer.
Okay.
And that's where we allow all abilities to come out and play soccer, because soccer shouldn't just be for a certain set of people.
Okay.
And so we have this 6-week program, and it's called Top Soccer, and it allows anybody and everybody to come out. Other things that we have coming up, we have adult soccer camp. We're going to do an adult soccer camp. We're going to do walking soccer for anybody that's over the age of 50. Well, are you there?
I'll be 49 this year.
I'm over 50, so I'm going to participate.
Go ahead, bud. Go ahead.
And then something that we're bringing back that we did last year is we have a high school summer series that we do where we invite high school clubs to come play over the summer.
Okay.
Last year, I believe La Cueva won it. La Cueva also went on to win the state championship. So we have that to say, hey, if you win this, you win that.
Yeah, that totally makes sense, man. Hey, if you want to go get tickets, you can go to New Mexico UTD.com. New Mexico UTD.com. I will be at the game tomorrow. Hey, come to the United Deck if you want a picture. I will be there. You won't be able to miss me. Hey, I got something for you, Clint.
Yes, sir.
I know we can't do it in a game because I'm not an official employee of the New Mexico United, but I would love to come to practice and be goalie one day.
Okay.
Can we get some pads on my hips, my butt, everything for when I hit the ground? And
yes, you know what? I would love to see it.
yeah, I'm serious, man. Like
They
Dude, just give me some
rocket the
headgear
ball.
so we can protect my face.
I love it.
Yeah, because they can't kick through me, man. Jonah's even laughing.
I
Come
would
on,
love
Joe.
to see it. You need to post that on social media.
Oh, I
You just-
totally would. I
Yes.
totally would.
Clint, what do you think? Do you think you could block one?
Accidentally.
Accidentally.
What?
Uh-oh.
It's about anticipation, right? Isn't it to a certain extent? No?
There is some anticipation. You have to watch where they're shooting.
How do you watch? Is based off of hips?
Hips and watch the feet. Your
How do
plant
you watch
foot.
somebody's-
Your plant foot is typically going to point the direction you're going to shoot.
Man, I could do this.
All right.
I could do this.
And then you got to quickly react.
Bro, I'm an athlete.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Shoot low.
See, next thing
If you're tall, you shoot low because it's going to take you longer to get down.
so you got to remind me that when I go, right? Because they're going to shoot low because I'm so big.
Correct.
Oh, hey, pointer.
Now
are you
you just
blinking
said
your
it.
eyes
You
for?
just said it live on air. What if one of them's listening that right now and you're like, okay,
Well,
now I'm gonna
first
shoot
off-
high.
First off, they're professional soccer players, right?
So in
Like-
that case, if they're professional soccer players, they should go one-on-one with you.
Yeah, let's go play basketball.
Go play basketball. Go.
And I'm
just-
not even gonna post up, Clint. I'll just shoot the ball outside. Hey, I don't know if people know this, but I can still shoot.
I bet you can.
But I'm not moving at all. That's where horse comes in. But yeah, man, Clint Gray, vice president for the United. One last thing, drop it one more time. Your partnership with Nucinda and what you're doing, bud. Before I get you up out of here.
Yes, thank you. Partnering with Nucinda, getting into the APS schools in the 5th grade classrooms, having them write essays on how they want to put together a budget for something they want to save for.
Okay.
And then showing them how that can then translate through the rest of their life.
That's so cool. And it just kicked off 4 days ago, you guys, and it's going all the way through May 23rd. And there's certain schools that you guys are actually identifying that's a part of the program. So if you want, you can go to New Mexico United, their website, which is NewMexicoUTD.com, and there'll be more information there if you're interested. Clint Gray, man, thanks, my guy.
Appreciate you, brother.
As always, I text him and he comes in right away, so appreciate you.
Absolutely.
I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Hey, if you haven't gotten out to the United game, hey, you can still get your tickets. Once again, NewMexicoUTD.com. We'll be right back. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. I got Jonah in here with me. For the remainder of the time, it's just me and you, Jonah. I just got a text, Jonah. Mel Kiper no longer has Diego Pavia in his top 5 quarterback to be drafted. He removed him.
And he says he's the quarterback whisperer of the NFL. So that
He's
says a lot.
everywhere. The NFL, it's one of those things to where how do you continue to do the things that you do, and especially on a day like this, to where you get an opportunity to possibly get drafted, man. It's I don't understand the concept of how people voice out actually what they're thinking. You can't do these things. Diego, man, I don't know. But Jonah, hey, I told you your 49ers are going to draft the wide receiver,
I
man.
know.
Like
I don't know how to feel.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Well, Brock Purdy, man, he needs to be able to throw the ball to somebody, right? You got Jenkins there, he's older. You got
Who?
Jennings. My bad.
He's not on our team.
What's the wide receiver?
He's not on
been
our
gone.
team. He's a free agent still.
See, he's a free agent now.
We have Mike Evans.
But he was, right?
We have Mike Evans.
But he was, right?
Yes, before we have Mike Evans.
That shows you how much I don't care about you.
We have Mike Evans. We have Ricky Pearsall. We have Christian Kirk.
I like Christian Kirk. Just left my Texans, man.
I know.
He was hurt all last year.
I know.
But I think he's a phenomenal player, and I think he's going to be a great addition actually to your Niners. Just to throw this out there, there's a new addition to the Lobo roster. 6'10" German forward center joins the UNM class 2026. Flynn Lastring. I'm gonna say that's how they pronounce it, but obviously we will get into that. Average 11 points, almost 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, almost 6. Shot 61% inside, 45% from 3. Strong FIBA U18 Euro basketball showing he averaged 12 points and almost 8 rebounds there. Eric Golan calls him a floor stretching mismatch. I think the way that I can relate to that is the fact that, once again, there's another kid that's coming to the squad that can actually stretch the floor to where he's a shooter. I would love to see if there's going to be any type of inside presence. I saw some video on him. I feel like he's really, really good around the basket. And the fact that he is 6'10", I think that's going to be a great addition, especially with the bigs that have left. You got Booty on that left, and you got JT Rock that left. You need some size. I don't know, man. Can this young fella impact the front court in depth and rebound the ball? I think that's going to be a key issue. Obviously, the way that Coach Olin and the Lobos like to play, they like to get up and down. I think this could be a great addition, but it's going to be interesting to see how the whole chemistry happens. But that's just my 2 cents. What do you think, Jonah?
Your Texans are on the clock.
I ain't even worried about my Texans, man. What's pretty cool is that we took an offensive tackle at 26. We traded up from 28, which was pretty cool because we need some protection for CJ, my quarterback with the Texans.
Yeah, you guys' offensive line sucks. I'm sorry.
But I don't know, man. Think about it like this. The offensive line wasn't as good as it was 2 years ago, and look at what he did 2 years ago opposed to what he has been doing. It's been declining in general. But the one thing we don't got to worry about is the defensive side of the ball. We got all the pieces over there. But I don't know, man. Howard, if you're there, if you're listening, call back, bro. I know you want to talk about your Cowboys, but yeah, Howard, I wasn't trying to be rude, but I had Wendy Blair here which is with Solutions. They're doing a lot in the community. I just didn't want to take away from her. Howard, if you're listening, please pick up the phone and call back, 505-246-0610. I know you want to talk about your Cowboys and the 3 picks. And Howard, just to let you know, my cousin Terry Porter played for the Atlanta Braves back in the day. Just to throw that out there if you want to look that up. I'm not a Braves fan. I'm a Dodgers fan. But, Jonah, you got a baseball team, bro?
I'm a Dodgers fan.
Okay, just want to make sure, man.
We in the same group right now.
Yeah,
my dad's a
okay.
Braves fan. So my dad's a Braves fan. My sister's fiance is a Braves fan, so they talk about that a lot.
Got any Colorado Rockies fans based off the Isotopes? You know any people that are Colorado Rockies fans?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Do you know what's
That's
weird?
Different.
My mom is an A's fan. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know
California?
why.
What's the connection there?
I don't know why.
Interesting.
That's the weird part. But I want to talk about Wemby.
What about him?
Do you think he's going to come back as concussions are real, and the way that he fell on that floor when I saw it, because I'm pretty sure this was Wednesday Wednesday or Tuesday, so we weren't able to talk about it. So I was all like, I don't know. And with the Spurs, I know they have 6th man of the year, but I don't know how they would that defense is what I'm worried about.
That's we can get to that in a second. Yeah, there's a text here. Somebody said, "Yo, Houston just traded up with the Raiders." That's probably why we're on the clock right now with the Texans. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. But Wemby, man, the Spurs are playing tonight. Obviously, that shift with him having 5 points and going out, I don't see him playing. I think it's one of those things to where you can wait. The series is where it is right now. They're going to play a game 4 and a game 5. to a certain extent. I think he should wait. They're a totally different squad when it comes to how they perform without him and with him, right? It's just one of those things to where I don't think that they can be as efficient, but I still feel like the Spurs have some pieces with Castle, and you got HB Harrison Barnes that's there, and you got De'Aaron Fox, to where I feel like they can probably still make some noise. But the thing about the Spurs and that team, I feel like they play with a lot of energy, but it's gonna come down to if Wemby he's gonna come back.
Have you had a concussion before?
That's a great question, and the best way I can answer that, Jonah, is yes. Being a big man and being inside, you have a tendency to get hit in the face. I've had all kinds of stitches in my face, but
the tooth one was crazy.
Oh man, my tooth one in college when that thing got elbowed up and it was in the roof of my in the roof of my mouth, and it was still there. Yeah, that was different. If you didn't know that story, you can go to my social media. It's on there right now. It's been on there for I want to say a couple weeks. It should be titled My Tooth or something like that.
And you can see my face in it, and I look.
Which is Kenny Thomas
gosh.
NBA. Kenny Thomas NBA, you guys, when it comes to social media. To catch some of the past clips, some of my celebrity friends are on there. Jonah's on there. You got Ed Nunez with the Pit Press on there. You got Eric Strauss on there. And some other people that have come in. Some of the guests that have come in, I will use them for social media. And if you missed any episodes of Unfiltered, you can go to YouTube and search Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas. And you can also go to all the podcast platforms and search Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas as well. Jonah, it's coming through right now.
You still have time.
Defensive tackle, Caden McDonald is who we just took
Ohio
at 36.
State. He's the number 1 defensive tackle in the draft, according to the ESPN. So you just beefed up your defensive line even more.
Just saying, man.
He's ranked the number 26 best player in the draft.
We just unbelievable, man. We just got to get CJ to show up. And we got David Montgomery in the backfield. We'll be right back. I got my guy Jonah in here with me producing today, you guys. And I've had some guests. I've had Wendy Blair on with Soul Solutions, and I have my guy Clint Gray on, who is the vice president for the New Mexico United, you guys. Now I have another guest coming on. He's in LA, and he's doing multiple things when it comes to the Paralympics. This is our guy that's coming in right now. Let's bring him in, Jonah. We got Matt Scott. What's going on, Matt? How you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. Thank you for asking. I'm so excited to be here, and thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Of course, man. Let's give my audience a little bit about yourself, man, and what's going on with you right now.
Yeah, of course. Well, my name is Matt Scott. I'm a 5-time Paralympian, 2-time gold medalist for Team USA's wheelchair basketball team. I live and breathe the Paralympic movement. I represented Team USA for roughly 20 years. I went to 5 consecutive Paralympic Games, won a couple of gold medals. I've represented the country. I've lived in a couple of different countries playing ball professionally. And right now I run an organization called Fly Without Limits, which is a disability empowerment organization geared towards dismantling the pity model and just showing people the real ability in disability and just making sure that adaptive sports is being risen.
So how long have you had the organization thus far, bro?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we launched Fly Without Limits in 2023, and ever since then we've just been shaking up the status quo. It's something that I've been, I manifested a long time ago. Just growing up with a disability, I have what's called spina bifida. I was born with my disability.
Okay.
And it's, changing the way that people perceive disability has always been something that's big for me.
Okay.
I did that through adaptive sports, and I did that as a basketball player. And now I want to do it in a different way. So Fly Without Limits is my way of kind of shifting the narrative.
Bro, you won a gold medal in Rio in 2016 and Tokyo in 2020. The closest thing I got to a gold medal, man, was when I won my junior year with USA Basketball. I was able to go to Canada for a little bit. Then I went to Italy. Won a gold medal. I was in Italy for a month, man. But what you're doing right now is sky's the limit, right? But the fact, hey man, tell my fans a little bit of how you got your the Nike commercial, man. You got the Nike endorsement. What happened there? You still
that's
still with
question.
Nike?
Well, first of all, you know what it feels like to be on that top of that podium. You know, you're telling me about those days in Canada. You know what it's like. You know, like it's not easy. First of all, to get a group of 12 guys to go and have that one goal. So I'm happy to be talking to somebody that has that experiential perspective. So salute to you, and I know you've played at the highest level. The Nike that feels like a lifetime ago. I was able to be a part of what's called the No Excuse campaign.
Okay. And
they selected me out of a group of athletes to get back into that that just do it and they had what's called the No Excuse campaign.
Okay.
I was you can find that still on YouTube. I'm playing ball, I'm shooting shots, and as I'm dribbling, I'm rallying off every excuse you could name, and I'm like, I'm too weak, I'm too big, I ate too much for breakfast. I'm just going on and on about why I can't be doing it, but I'm doing it at the same time. And then at the very end of it, because they're only shooting me from the shoulders up, at the very end, I take the balls and I slam it down, and you can see that I'm in a chair. So back then, it was kind of a groundbreaking piece of content, and I think that it did a lot for the wheelchair basketball community.
That's so cool. Jonah, you got a question for us?
Yeah, I'm Jonah. I'm one of the producers here, and so it's cool seeing, because I have one of my friends, and I just talked to him like earlier. He's wheelchair bound too, and he's doing bodybuilding shows. So it's really cool just seeing you guys, and it's really inspiring, especially to me, that you guys are still able to do most of this stuff, and especially you winning a gold medal. Do you or like any of your team have like any pressure going into Rio and like saying we have to win this? Cool.
That's a good question. I think when you represent Team USA, there's a inherent expectation that you're going to come back with a gold medal. It's like anything less than a gold medal is a disappointment. You represent those three letters across your chest, and you want to go back and come back with the shiniest medal possible. We were able to do that 2 times in a row while I was on the team, and the Team USA they won in Paris 2024, and they're going for their 4th consecutive gold medal in LA 2028. So wheelchair basketball is what we do here in the States. We are the best, and I'm very proud to be a part of the team that got that started.
How's the training like? Because I bet it's a lot different. Like, I know Kenny's different. So how's like the training, and how's like the camaraderie of like the team when you guys are training?
You used to run all the time, bro. Like, what are you talking? You did track and field. Like, that's you talk about my training. I would hate to be you running all the time.
I know. Yeah, I ran track. I ran track for 7 years of my life, and I ran in college for 3 years. So, yeah.
Okay, I got you. So, I'm humbled to be having this conversation with you guys. You know what it's like, elite level sports. You know how much training it takes to play at the highest level, to compete at the highest level. I lived in the gym, whether I'm, trying to, make my upper body a little bit stronger, whether I'm using my chair for different chair skills. We do a lot of plyometric exercises to make sure that we, that our chair is like one with us, right? Like, so I strap into my chair a little bit, and I make sure that when I move, my chair moves with me. And then just making sure that I'm on the same page as my teammates. That's always very important.
Yo, man, you got this, your DK3 3-on-3 wheelchair basketball experience coming up, which is taking place in LA, May 9th and 10th. Give us a little bit of insight on that, and how many years have you been doing it thus far?
Man, I don't know if you can see this big smile on my face right now as you started talking about the DK3. So we are 15 days away from the best 3-on-3 wheelchair basketball tournament on the planet.
Okay.
And that is the DK3. The last 2 years, because Fly Without Limits has only been running this tournament for 3 years.
Okay.
This is the third year. So in the last 2 years, we have awarded over $50,000 in prize money directly to the athletes. That's something that hasn't been done. That's not being done in the state. As of right now, there is no ability to play wheelchair basketball in a professional setting. It's all recreation. It's all rehabilitation. And what Fly Without Limits is doing with the DK3 is making the stakes incredibly high. We have found incredible partnership. Our three presenting sponsors are Celsius, Muscle Milk, and Nature's Truth.
Okay.
And they've been able to back us. We're able to treat our athletes with the professionalism and the prestige that they deserve. So the DK3, again, is the best 3-on-3 wheelchair basketball tournament on the planet. You're not going to find another one that's like that. And I hope that anybody that's watching either comes and pulls up to Venice Beach where we're going to be playing, or you can watch it on our YouTube channel live, because we'll be live streaming it for everybody to see.
Drop
What
the
YouTube? Yeah, what YouTube channel is that?
Drop that
Yeah,
channel.
so it's through Fly Without Limits. If you search Fly Without Limits on YouTube, we're going to be live streaming it. It's a 2-day event, May 9th and May 10th. We're going to be out there all day on the iconic Venice Beach courts, and it's going to be some of the best wheelchair basketball you've ever seen in your life.
What's a message you want to give kids today that are growing up in your position, and just how to be gracious, right? And how to be involved in it doesn't have to come down to any limits, right? What's your thoughts that you would give kids these days now?
The first thought I would give young kids that are watching me, whether they're disabled or non-disabled,
Good point.
Just make sure that the things that you're going after mean something, like you have deep meaning to you, right? Because if you go after the things that have meaning to you, you're always going to be motivated. You're always going to be determined. When I wake up in the morning, I'm incredibly motivated to represent the disability community, to represent myself as a black man in society, to represent my family, my friends, and everybody that is proud of the things that I'm doing. It means something to me, and I'm going after my personal why. So I would tell these kids to go after what means something to them. If I was to speak directly to a young kid that has a disability, the first thing I would tell them is that society will see you differently.
Uh-huh.
Society might discount you for your disability, but you could never discount yourself. I see disability as a strength, and that's the reason why I created Fly Without Limits, because I want people to see the true ability in disability. For us, FLY is an acronym. It's fully living you.
Oh.
And anybody that sees me out and living my life, they know that I'm living my life fully. I don't miss a beat. I don't miss a step. I'm a world traveler. I run my own business. I make my family proud. I pay my own bills, and I go out here and I dominate life as I sit in this chair.
Yo, bro.
What's that?
Yo, bro, who's your NBA team?
My NBA team, I'm a Pistons fan.
Okay, they won the other night. Hey,
They did?
Yeah,
We're
you know you got scared after that first loss.
Nah, man, I'm not too afraid. You know, Cade Cunningham had to sit down for a little bit. He was catching his breath, but he's back.
Okay, so you got the Pistons. So you got coming out of the West.
Ooh, man, it's hard for me. I'll never root against a team with LeBron James on it. I know they're not the favorites out there, but man, I love some Lakers.
See, I don't like you already, man. You going against my Rockets already, bro? What's wrong with you, man? We down 0-2, bro.
I do love KD. He keeps it real all the time. I love KD.
Man, great interview, because I wasn't gonna have you back after that. No, I'm just kidding. So obviously you got Detroit winning it all. Good luck, man. That ain't happening.
Hey, come on.
That ain't
What do you
happening.
mean, Kenny?
That ain't
It's
happening.
feeling like 04 again, bro. It's feeling like 04.
They can't get by OKC. It's not happening. And then they got to get through Boston. If Boston can get past my Sixers, man, I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see. Yo, man, hey, drop the organization again real quick, and
course.
the website and all that. And appreciate you.
Of course. So it's Fly Without Limits. Again, FLY is our acronym for Fully Living You. You can find us on flywithoutlimits.org. You can check us out on socials, Fly Without Limits Foundation on Instagram. And on YouTube, you can just search Fly Without Limits. That's where we are. Again, my name is Matt Scott. They call me Matt Scott Fly.
Hey.
I'm a five-time Paralympian, two-time gold medalist, and a wheelchair basketball Hall of Famer.
Man, and you're a success story, and you're still doing it, and you have your own business, man. I'm proud of you. I just met you, and you're giving me goosebumps already, my brother. Just the fact that you're succeeding, right? And the way you're succeeding is the way that I see that grin on your face. You know what I mean? Hey, that's the best happiness, man. People don't understand. Smiling can bring some of the most peace ever to a certain extent because you're not allowing yourself to get down on yourself because you're in a situation that you're in. So, man, I appreciate you, Matt Scott, for coming on. I would love to have you back here soon. I got to find out how that event go because I don't know if I'm going to make it this year, but I would be down to try and figure out next year, bro.
We'll be back there next year. You have a personal invite, both of you. I would love to have you there. Again, that's the BK3, and I appreciate you for having me, brother.
Bro, it's an honor, man. Hey,
thank you, Matt.
You stay blessed, and once again, you keep on doing what you're doing, bro. I'll talk to you soon.
Peace, guys.
Hey, we just had Matt Scott on, man. He's doing some amazing things in LA, and the fact that he's still building up and the things that he loves, man, even though he has a disability of being in a wheelchair. Hey, still happy. We'll be right back for one more segment. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. I got Jonah in here with me today producing. Hey, it's been a little different today, Jonah, which has been kind of cool. I've had, 3 guests on today?
Yeah, 3 guests.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different community things going on. You got United, New Mexico United, partnering up with Nucinda to bring some different things, starting with the young kids in grade 5 to help them balance checkbooks and budgeting and all that stuff, which is pretty cool. And then we have Solutions on as well, Wendy Blair, the different things they're doing in the community to help provide resources for our community. You can go to Solar Solutions if you want to look up some stuff there. But, hey, man, the Atlanta Hawks beat the New York Knicks last night by 1. Nobody expected that. I didn't. But I expected the Knicks to come out with a little bit more energy. That series is 2-1 Atlanta. You got Game 4 coming up in Atlanta. It's going to be that's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds. But, hey, Toronto beat Cleveland 126-104 yesterday in Toronto, to where now that series is 2-1 as well. They got another game in Toronto coming up. You got Denver. I didn't expect this one. Denver lost to Minnesota the way that they did. It just seems like that game just got out of Denver's reach, 113-96.
Rudy Gobert locked up Jokic.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I think Jokic just missed shots.
No, he locked him up.
Hey, he had an off night, man. But I don't see Denver not coming back and winning Game 4. Even though I think I'm more of a firm believer that this Minnesota team have more dogs in them, and I feel like they can capitalize on multiple other ways. And then you got Daniels over there for the Timberwolves. He's like, hey, can nobody guard me? Like, that's the
mindset you need.
Legitimate, man. And I agree with that mindset, but Denver's a squad that's been there, and they have some pieces that has been there for a while. It's just a matter if those role players are going to be able to step up. The Ant-Man playing at a very, very high level, man. Also, we have my Sixers. That game is going down right now against Boston. It's Game 4. It's Game 3 in Philadelphia. The Sixers are down 33-41 to Boston. The Sixers got to pull off one. I just feel like with Joel Embiid out, I feel like the Sixers are a better team to where they can get up and down. They're not as stagnant. But you got to have Paul George step up in a major way. He had 19 points last game. But I just feel like he has to be an impact to complement Tyrese Maxey. And you got the young rookie Edgecombe that's there that just had 30, and Tyrese had 29 or something like that. But, hey, let's see what happens. It's not over. You got to expect Boston and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and that supporting cast to step up. Yeah, man. And then after that, we got the Rockets taking on the Lakers. My Rockets are down. Yeah, you looked at yourself like, what? My Lakers? My Rockets are down 0-2. Gonna have to change it up. I felt like the Lakers came out and ran an unbelievable game plan with getting the ball out of KD's hands.
Do you think KD missing that first game was really impactful on that?
Yes, it really was, because KD being out and you lose the first one in LA, and then the pressure's there because you got to try and split, right?
And then you're also, you don't want to give them the momentum and the thought of, oh, we can beat this team. You don't want to.
Now that's the key.
Especially if you have LeBron. With
totally
LeBron,
agree.
you could be he could say anything to that team and they'll be hyped.
See, but LeBron is balling right now. He's playing at a high level at the age of 41, 42. He's just doing it. It just seems like he just turned into it's like he got a second gear. Especially with Austin Reeves out and you got Luka out. They're kind of thinking Austin Reeves might come back before the series is over.
Do you want to hear something I heard from Colin Cowherd?
What up?
When LeBron was 34 years old, he made a take saying that LeBron will not even be close to how good he would be than Michael Jordan when he was in his 40s.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what he said. He was like, he's not even going to come close. Look at him now.
Wow. 41, 20, year 22 or
23. I think,
And he's going to determine when he wants to quit.
I think
that's the crazy part.
Yeah, I think he's going to play with both his sons and then he's going to be done.
Speaking of the Spurs in Portland, man, that series is going down. That's the late one. I'm pretty sure Wemby's not going to be playing. That series is 1-1. Portland got some dogs on that team, man. You got to watch out for them. But without Wemby, this changes the whole landscape of the series, I think. I just had the Trailblazers winning maybe one or two games just because of both teams when it comes to experience in the playoffs. I thought that Portland, based off of how they played in the play-in tournament to get the 7th seed, I just saw a totally different energy. Yeah, man. Jonah, hey, we got like another minute. You got anything else, bro?
The Rams should have taken Ty Simpson. I was shocked.
Well, they're planning for their future. How do you not take him at the 13th pick? But you got Sean McVay saying it's still Stafford's team.
Sean McVay didn't even want him. You know that.
Well,
it was the GM wanted him because he's friends with Ty Simpson's parents, and the GM said he's going to be a first-round pick, and I'll pick him.
Well, Sean is playing it off very good.
No, he didn't. You should have seen the press conference.
I did.
He was mad.
From the stamp. That's why he had that sour look on his face. That's when he said it's still Matthew Stafford's team. But hey, you guys, thank you guys for joining for the week. You can catch me over at KOB4 tonight and tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in this week. Thank you, Jonah. I appreciate you very much, my guy, and all my guests that came in, and especially the listeners. You guys have a great weekend. You guys be safe. Don't do anything dumb. Thanks for listening to Unfiltered.